starting to wonder when you might notice us.
Who are you?
Me llamo Ramon Salazar, the 8th Castellan of this magnificent architecture. I have been honored with the prodigious power from the great Lord Sadler. I've been expecting you, my brethrens.
No thanks, bro.
My, we've got a feisty one. If you care for your own well-being, I suggest you surrender yourself and simply become our hostage. Or Mr. Scott, you can give us the girl because you're not worth a penny, I'm afraid. You can die.
Ramon Salazar is the second main antagonist that you'll face in the game Resident Evil 4. While Chief Bitores Mendez may be much more the strong silent type, Salazar is more than willing to hold a conversation with the protagonist every chance that he gets. In fact, he's so dedicated to informing you of his superiority that he jacks your outside line of communication and uses it as his own personal contact device to issue you threats.
Hunnigan, what happened? The transmission got cut off. Salazar, how'd you...
We've jacked the line. We didn't want you telling everyone any unnecessary information.
Where's Ashley?
Ah, so she fell into one of our wonderful traps. We'll make sure we find her. Don't you worry about her. Oh yes, I let our miserable insects out for some exercise down in the sewer.
Thanks. That should keep me company, 'cause boredom kills me.
I look forward to our next encounter in another life.
The story of Ramon Salazar isn't very well known. According to his own words, he was 20 during the events of the game, meaning that he would have been born sometime in 1984. This would also mean that he inherited his position of 8th Castellan at a young age, seeing as he had no other family around to help him shoulder the burdens of the position. While the first Castellan of the region had been praised as a hero, Ramon never seemed to have garnered the same respect from the nearby villagers of the region. Their thoughts on him given to us vaguely in the writings of a villager named Rodrigo, who seemingly has his doubts about Ramon's sense of justice. And it's no doubt his isolation and sense of resentment towards the village's idolization of his ancestors that led him into the open arms of Osman Sadler. Lord Sadler approached Ramon with the tidings of the current-day Los Illuminados, the remnants of the religion that the first Castellan, Sadler's ancestor, had all but eradicated from the region those many years ago. Sadler was able to convince this young and isolated man that he was something of a prophet for the religion of the Los Illuminados, and help Ramon come to the realization that in order to atone for his family's sins, he needed to help the Los Illuminados excavate the ruins beneath the castle in order to save what they could of their deity, Las Plagas. So with his newfound purpose in life, Ramon hired a few men from the local village and began to excavate the ruins. As was expected, however, what they found were but the remains of fossils of what used to be Las Plagas. However, in time, the cult was able to rejuvenate Las Plagas and bring back what Salazar's family had all but destroyed so long ago. And as thanks for his assistance in the process, Sadler granted Salazar with a genetically modified dominant species Plaga, allowing him to keep control of his own body as well as control the minds of lesser Plagas around him.
So you're just like all the others? A puppet of the parasites?
Surely you don't think I'm the same as those diminutive ganados. The parasites, las plagas, are slaves to my will. I have absolute control.
Well, I really don't give a damn. Rain or shine, you're going down.
Get rid of our American friend.
As time went on, Salazar continued in his position of Castellan of the Salazar Castle, now with the added responsibility of protecting the Queen Plaga, a large creature which had the ability to asexually reproduce new Plagas constantly. With Salazar's full faith in the Los Illuminados, he was completely compliant with Sadler's decision to kidnap the president's daughter as a way to infiltrate the United States. But once his cult brother Bitores Mendez was killed by her rescuer, it was up to Salazar to finish the job.
I wonder if you can see me, Mr. Kennedy.
If you even scratch her, I'll break your bones.
First, we shall see if you can make it this far. I'll be waiting.
During the course of the game, Salazar is something of a trickster. He enjoys traps and attempting to catch Leon in inescapable situations, only for the hero to escape and keep coming at his throat. Eventually, however, Salazar does manage to get his hands on Ashley Graham and, on the orders of Sadler, indoctrinate her into the Los Illuminados through a ritual at the top of the tower where the Queen Plaga is located. Once the ritual is complete, however, the American agent shows up once again. Out of patience, out of options, and out of tricks, it's finally time for Ramon Salazar, the 8th Castellan of this magnificent castle, to show this annoyance what his persistence has wrought.
Ah, you just missed her. The ritual is over. She left with my men to an island.
What?
I think it's time I paid my due respects towards your impressive and stubborn will. Mr. Kennedy,